I want to talk about something that happened in fairly recent, considering this show.
Okay.
In 1977.
Oh, boy. We're talking like Johnny Carson era.
Jimmy Carter. I want to talk.
Do you denote eras by who's hosting the Tonight Show?
Yes. Okay. We're currently in the Fallon era.
The Fallon era.
Yeah.
Do you know who the host was before Carson?
Jay Leno.
Before,
Before?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Was there someone? I thought
Yeah.
he was first.
No, there was. Jack Parr.
Oh.
1 or 2.
He was okay.
He was on par.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, in the Carson era, Jimmy Carter specifically was president at the time in 1977. He decides to go visit Poland. And as one does when you visit another country, you give a nice welcoming speech.
This is Soviet puppet state Poland.
This is Soviet puppet state Poland that only
Aren't
just
they
recently
just starting to break out of it
broke
a
out.
little?
Yes. So they, for a long time, they were behind the Iron Curtain. This is why Jimmy Carter's going there, because they are now a free people, and he worships it, and he wants to get them on their side.
And he wants to sell them peanuts. He heard there was some space. In 3 years, I'm coming back after Reagan kicks me out, and I'm going to build some homes.
Oh, boy.
So, he does not speak the language. He needs a translator, and he hires a man called Stephen Seymour. Now, Stephen Seymour is a translator who can read and write in Polish. Problem, that doesn't translate directly to speaking it. He does not speak it
read it
fluently.
and write it, but he can't speak
He
can't
can't speak it
it.
fluently.
Okay.
So, Jimmy Carter decides to give
How
this
to get
speech.
this job? They
He's
couldn't.
the- he
They
was
couldn't
there.
just pick up somebody from like East New York.
This is known as one of the more embarrassing gaffes.
Go to, like,
in like
Pittsburgh?
United States like history when it comes to this kind of shit.
Okay.
So here's it. I'm going to read the excerpt of Jimmy Carter's speech, just certain parts, and what Stephen Seymour
I think we should pull up the whole like
translated.
hour speech.
You're
and
not
just
gonna
have-
find it.
and just have Steve read the entire thing.
I would do it, but you're not going to find it. It's. I actually had to go like a deep dive to find these parts.
We go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it is hard.
Now, before I get into the excerpts, Seymour also was using Russian syntax,
Okay.
which does not go over well with people who were just behind the Iron Curtain and being destroyed and oppressed by Russians.
They don't like that.
He also was using Polish idioms that were over 100 years old.
Oh, that's fun.
So he is what they said.
So he's saying things like, now you're on the trolley.
Oh no, I'll tell you. It's worse than that. Some journalists in the area said he spoke like an uneducated peasant.
That's great.
And let's start with the speech.
Wait, real quick. Do you remember a couple of years ago? I think it was a president thing. Someone pretended to be the, the sign language interpreter.
Yes.
No, I don't know about this.
You don't remember?
Yes. She was pretending.
Yeah, this woman was pretending to be a sign language interpreter,
Right.
and she's on stage. I think it might have been Obama. Like, it was during the Obama presidency. If it wasn't him, it was some other politician.
like, crazy
And she's doing
shit.
crazy signs and shit.
It's hysterical. Yeah, apparently we have a long-running history of fucking this up. So
Ich bin ein Berliner.
It was Obama.
It might as well
yeah.
have been that.
It was right after. It was at a Nelson Mandela Memorial.
So I want
great.
you to remember, this is 77. You said right when they're getting their independence back. One of the most powerful nations. Their leader comes to visit and starts saying this. So here we go. We are delighted to be in your great country. When I left the United States this morning, I told the people of my nation that this journey reflects the diversity of a rapidly changing world. The translation: I want to be in you and am happy to grab your private parts.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I'm never returning to the United States and have abandoned it forever.
That's awesome. This is great.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is like one of the funniest things the president has ever done.
Mind you, he starts like that, and they're all.
Frank's crying.
It's funny. Like, imagine Imagine you hear this speech from a world leader.
Some Pole.
Yeah.
This is the man that we're now in league with.
Gets worse. He says, the Polish Constitution of 1791 was one of the 3 greatest documents in the struggle of human rights.
Okay.
Poland is the ancestral home to more than 6 million Americans. The translation.
Wow.
Your constitution should be ridiculed.
No. This isn't a mistake.
This guy's fucking around.
Someone's fucking around.
Realities of life, which also constitutes the fatherland of 10 million Americans.
I think somebody was having a bit of fun with the president.
It gets worse.
It's like an Impractical Jokers bit.
Fucking insane. It's fucking insane. And then he goes, I have come to learn your opinions and understand your desires for the future. The translation. I desire the Poles carnally and
Yeah.
and understand.
There's no way.
And understand your lusts.
This isn't real. This never happened.
Pull it up.
This happened. I heard about it before, but not in detail like this. This 100% happened.
I had to find like the individual sentences.
This is a Naked Gun bit.
Dude, it was legit from like.
It's Enrico Palazzo.
Yes.
You're crying too, by the way.
I'm laughing my ass off. And then, so clearly the people are freaking out. They're yelling. They're like, what the fuck is happening? They're like, all right, get him out of here. He's clearly messing something up. They get another translator to speak at the banquet that night. The translator speaks Polish, but doesn't speak English.
Oh, God.
So the
This
president,
is a real comedy of errors.
the president is Carter's speaking at the banquet, and he's waiting for the translator, and the translator's just sitting there.
Just staring at it.
And he speaks again. He doesn't say anything. He's like, okay, something's wrong. So the Polish government had to find a translator for the president and bring him over.
Yeah, well, why didn't they do that to begin with?
Because the 2 people from the United States were dipshits.
There's nobody that could speak Polish and English. The fuck? Who hired these guys?
Look it up.
This is 100%
It's
real.
100% real.
Yeah.
So imagine you're like, wow, we finally made
Wait,
we're
what's-
getting independence. And he's like, I want to have sex with all of you.
What's really great about it is this. The Poles aren't like their stereotype is that they're the dumbest motherfuckers alive.
That is the old joke. The very old joke.
And we have our president there.
Being the dumbest motherfucker alive.
Yes. Literally saying nonsense.
They asked Steve how he think he did. And he's like, I thought I was doing a good job.
They really seem to like me.
I'm popular here. A lot of them guys in that district were really friendly.
He's like, I know all of your lusts.
That's very good.
Yeah, I had to search like newspaper articles and shit.
Was he like mocked for this at home?
Oh yeah, it was like mocked throughout
Like
the world.
Carson had a field
It was
day,
bad.
right?
Carson. The man of the era. The man of the moment.
It's fucking insane.
That was good. I enjoyed that a lot.
You're welcome. Yeah, like I said, it's short, but it was funny.
You remember the great schism of late night?
I love like late night talk.
David Letterman came into the picture.
I mean, you base entire
That's like Eastern
decades
Orthodoxy
off
and
of it.
Catholicism.